Time for a chain attack! Let's go, everyone!
Supersonic style!
Hey guys, Patronus123 here, and today we're here for another part of Sonic Colors, if it wasn't obvious enough by the screen and the title of the video. And speaking of that title, it's part 6. In the last episode, we entered here, Starlight Carnival, and we cleared these first 4 levels. They, for some reason, gave us a pretty hard time, even though they're really not the hardest of levels, as this game is not the hardest in general overall. But for whatever reason, Starlight Carnival gave me a bit of trouble with some of its gimmicks, but I don't know, I guess I just wasn't feeling it that day. But for today's, and for those of you who don't know, question of the day, which is our question of the day, this is kind of a topical one, not necessarily related to Sonic Colors, but how do you guys feel about E3 2015 this year? It's still going on, I guess. It goes on for like another day, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I'll share my opinions more so on E3 while we're going here, because that'll be the little thing we'll talk about before we, or while we're doing the levels here today. But remember, tell me, because I'm the only person working on this channel, tell me how you guys felt about E3 2015, any of the companies, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, EA, Square Enix, whatever, the PC conference, anything. So, with that, we're going to enter Act 5, and for how I felt about E3, okay, this has probably been one of the most lackluster E3s in such a long time. I'm sorry to kind of kill the hype there, but, I mean, I feel like most people agree with me on this one. When we're going down to the big 3 companies, we have Microsoft, which their conference wasn't that great overall. They only showed a couple things that at least, I mean, I care about, and most people I know, only a couple things that most people seem to care about. The Rare Collection would be cool if we didn't already own all those Rare games, and it'd be really nice for them to just make a new game with these franchises, just a new game, you know, instead of having to make collections, but I can dig the Rare Collection. Besides that, Cuphead looked pretty cool. It's that, like, Mickey Mouse-esque, old Disney-looking animated style of, that's the art style of it. It's like a platformer-esque game. I haven't actually seen the trailer, but I heard that it's looking even better than it did last year at E3, or whenever the last time it was shown, so that's nice, because I really liked it then, too, and let's just boost. Alright. Boop, bop, bap. Alright. And to kind of get back into what I was saying, so Microsoft, while their conference wasn't that great overall, it seemed to be the worst at first. And actually, right before we keep talking about this is a new Wisp, the Hover Wisp. Hover Wisp, not the Huzver Wisp. Basically, this one, I mean, quite obviously allows us to, you know, hover. And I was hoping that maybe that wouldn't happen, but you know, I don't know what I was thinking. So, one cool thing about the Hover Wisp as well is that if you press B near rings, you do a light speed dash, which is a trademark ability of games like Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. So, you know, that's cool and all. Oh, wait. I want to see. Is there a thing here I can... Oh, I thought I was going to get crushed. I thought I was going to get crushed. But, anyways, as I was saying, Microsoft seemed to have the weakest conference. I mean, it was the first one out of the big 3, but it didn't seem like it seemed like it was going to get bested by both the companies. So up next was, for the big 3, once again, I'm kind of skipping the smaller companies for now. Up next was Sony, which I have to say, out of the 3, Sony had the best conference. I have to say Sony won E3, sure. There weren't all too many games, like, not all the games I obviously cared about. I mean, some of them just aren't my style, like, I forget some of the ones that were shown, but exactly, like, I forget them. Like, there are a couple I'm not really interested in, but there were a couple that I am really interested in. Last Guardian, maybe the same guys that made Shadow of the Colossus, looks fantastic. It's fine to see it. It's finally good to see it out of the ether after it being, like, you know, basically dead for the past couple years. And then No Man's Sky is looking a bit more cool than it did last year at E3. I remember that game because of the orange grass. Street Fighter V got some new character announcements, which is always cool, and you know, there's probably a reason Ryu's in Smash Brothers. Hopefully it gets ported to Wii U, that actually. Like, I don't see how Ryu got in Smash Brothers without Street Fighter V getting ported to Wii U. I honestly don't see that. Like, sure, Capcom probably paid money, but I don't know. Oh, okay, I got a bit confused there, because I was wondering, am I just going to slowly hover down? But I didn't, but I mean, whatever, I dropped down anyways. And I got a pretty good rank on that stage while I was talking, but kind of going back to what I was saying, besides that, there were a couple other really cool games that they showed there. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I forget, but they showed a couple other really cool things that I'm just blanking out on the names of, because I'm not the biggest, like, when it comes to the main 3, I'm definitely the biggest Nintendo guy. You can probably tell, seeing as how most of my content on this channel is Nintendo related. In fact, Sonic seems to be one of the only things that isn't Nintendo related on my channel. I mean, it's Nintendo related, but it's not. It's a Sega game. But I mean, it also had that whole Shenmue 3 thing, which was a breakout. That was amazing. Like, I mean, I'm not the biggest Shenmue guy, but like, I feel really happy for those people who have been wanting a new Shenmue game for such a long time to see the story finally conclude, and it already reached its Kickstarter goal, so that's nice to see. Besides that, though, well, once again, there were plenty of things in Sony's that I didn't necessarily care about. There was certainly enough there that made me interested. They had a pretty tight conference, I have to say. So even though Sony had a pretty good conference, I have to say, I was of course always looking forward to Nintendo because that is the company I care about the most. And dude, dude, I'm saying that as if there's like only one person watching, but okay, I mean, if you've heard everyone else's reactions to the live digital event of Nintendo's, it is by far their worst E3 since 2012. I believe it was like the last really bad one. I kind of forget. Past E3s aren't always the most. Oh goodness, I did not realize I had that low hover. Can I actually just drop down here and? Oh, I just wasted plenty of time. Probably not getting that A rank now, but with Nintendo's digital event, like, they showed Star Fox Zero, which was by far the coolest part of the entire thing. Besides that, Zelda Triforce Heroes looked nice and all, but, and so did the Mario Luigi Paper Jam. Those three things looked cool, but besides that, I'm quite honestly not interested in I'm interested in Yoshi's Woolly World and Mario Maker, but they should not have put so much, whoops. I did not mean to ground pound. They should not have put so much emphasis on Mario Maker, especially. Like, they showed Mario Maker off in the Nintendo World Championships, which kind of restored my faith in the game because I was thinking it kind of looked a bit lame. But then after World Championships, it started looking really cool again. And so, like, the Nintendo World Champions hyped that up. They showed Earthbound Beginnings, which was really cool. And we've seen enough of Yoshi's Woolly World. We're just waiting for it to come out at this point. There we go, finally. We're just waiting for Yoshi's Woolly World to come out at this point. And wait, I already got an A? This level has a very loose time thing then, I suppose. Besides that, I mean, besides that, like, there's the whole Metroid game thing, which is like the biggest disappointment of the century. Amiibo Festival for Animal Crossing, which is not Animal Crossing for Wii U, and it's just Mario Party 10, essentially, but with Animal Crossing characters, and probably requires Amiibo. Chibi Robo game looks cool and all, but it's not like a Chibi Robo game, it's just a platformer. The puppets were okay, but they kind of the only thing that kind of helped the conference not be completely bad. Besides that, I mean, I don't really care about Skylanders, and sure, some of the new Amiibo stuff they showed off was pretty cool. I'm a pretty big Amiibo guy myself, but like, I don't know, just Nintendo disappointed me with this year because they did not. I mean, they showed Fire Emblem Fates, which the only thing they showed off new was the fact that it's translated and it has a new name. And then let me see here. What was the other thing? And Xenoblade Chronicles X's release date in America, which is December 12th, I think it is. But point is, besides all those things, it's kind of lackluster.
This park is huge.
Yeah, Eggman could be anywhere.
Indeed I could, but I'm right here behind this generator. That's it, Hedgehog. Stand there and be a nice little target.
Tails, is that you humming?
Sonic, look out!
Tails! Tails, buddy?
He's my buddy now.
What have you done to him?
Me? I did nothing at all. Unless shooting him with my mind control beam that runs on alien energy counts is doing something to him. Does it? To get to me, you're going to have to go through your best friend. This turned out much better than I could have hoped, and I only used a small prototype.
Enjoy it while you can.
Oh, I will. In fact, the only way to make this better would be to have you two fight.
Come on, Tails. Snap out of it, dude. You don't want to do this.
What the?
Tails, buddy, are you all right?
Huh? Where am I? Why is my nose hair tingling?
Lousy, cheap alien energy. Huh? Ran out of juice. Well, I'll get more. Lots more. And then I won't just control one little punk, but the whole universe. In the meantime, enjoy the park. I'll leave you your own private tour guide.
Pay up, Tails. I told you he had an evil plot, and coming here was a good idea. There it is, straight from the horse's mouth.
We didn't bet.
Dang.
And with that humorous cutscene out of the way, we're gonna be starting the boss here. We're gonna stop with the E3 talk for now because this is serious. And you know what would have been seriously cool, unlike this year's E3, if we actually had a boss fight against Tails. Like that would have been the coolest thing, man. If executed correctly. I'm sorry, that is my phone in the background if you can hear it. If it was executed correctly, the Tails boss fight would have been really cool. But nah, I mean they just had to introduce the mind controlling powers of the alien energy, I suppose. But if they actually had that as a boss, I think I would legitimately be really happy, because that's a really cool idea, having Sonic fight Tails, and unfortunately it's not a thing in reality. But anyways, let's stop talking about what the boss could have been and talk about this boss now. Not only is the music great, but it's a pretty fun boss fight in my opinion. Basically, you're chasing this starship thing, which will fire lasers and things at you, and as you can see here, boxes and spike balls and all that. And this boss is kind of easy. I mean, you can see, with just 2 laser wisps, he's basically already down. In fact, I think he is down. Oh, no, not quite. But basically, what you need to do is you just need to... Oh, crap. You just need to hit him a couple times with your homing attack and/or laser... and I thought I jumped first. And/or your laser wisp. So, with enough combinations of those 2 things, you should be able to take him out no prob. Speaking of that laser wisp... Alright, friend. Goodbye! Bop! No, it's dead now. There's no way it's lived past that. Let's get our quick step bonuses! Gotta get that high score! Gotta get that high score! Yeah! 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 Oh, that quick step bonus! Woo! Alright, and with the boss down, I mean, I guess we're done with Starlight Carnival. So that's a plus. We have now conquered over the next alien power battery planet generator tractor beam thing, and we have saved this planet. So hopefully the residents here are fine now. They will no longer be under Eggman's control, and we're gonna all have a fun time here.
Hey, Sonic, did you give the guide your complaint?
Oh, I gave it to him pretty good. Sup, Yacker? So did you get any more info out of him?
Well, it wasn't easy, but yeah.
Well, we know Eggman is going to use the energy he's stealing for a mind control weapon.
Learned that one the hard way.
Do we know how Eggman is getting all these aliens?
Yeah. At first, I thought that Yacker was talking about how Baldy Nosehair was using burps to do it.
He is pretty gassy. Maybe the smell would knock him out? I don't know, something doesn't seem right with that.
That's what I said. It made no sense. Then I made a tiny adjustment and realized he was saying generators.
So, no burps. Well, that's a relief.
Tell me about it. So basically, Eggman is using 5 tractor beam generators to hold their planet in orbit while he scoops the aliens all up.
Hold a whole planet?
Well, it's tiny, but still, yeah.
Okay, fine. 5 generators? Well, I've already leveled 2.
So, if my math is correct, that leaves us 3 more of those bad boys to take out.
Nobody said there'd be math, but I'm with you, buddy.
We should get moving. Yacker says the aliens don't have much time.
Once I start moving, I don't need much time.
Gotta go fast!
Soon the mind control weapon will be full of energy I've siphoned from the aliens, and Sonic's world will be the center of my interplanetary theme park.
Y'all reckon you'll be able to get yourself enough of that energy to take over the whole dang planet?
Yes, I reckon I will. Where is your new voice chip?
Got it right here, sir. Just need to install it. The thick bone's connected to the talk bone. The talk bone connected to the mouth bone. There, good as new.
Finally. I don't think anything could have been more annoying than that cowboy chatter.
Feeling ship-shape with me new voice chip I am. Begging your pardon, Squire, but me and me matey are gonna sail off and search for that lubber Sonic. Arr!
I think that's the wrong chip.
Really? Are you sure he doesn't normally speak in pirate?
On the bright side, he's much more exotic now.
Just go find him and fix that chip! Shortly, I will have no need for those idiots. In just a few hours, Sonic's world will be under my control. When it is, it will be the crown jewel of my amusement park. The greatest amusement park in the universe! Oh! I think I gloated so hard I pulled a muscle.
And with those wonderful Eggman antics out of the way, and with the amazing dialogue of Orbot and Cubot, we have now unlocked the last 3 worlds, which we will be progressing to this one over here in the next part. I'm pretty sure most of you know what this level is, because this is pretty much the most famous level of this game. And I'm not gonna say it though, just in case for those of you who don't know what it is. And I guess we'll get a sneak peek of what it is here first. Look at this pretty place. Look at how nice it looks here. Out here. It's so nice. It's all pretty and beautiful and green, and even the factories look kind of nice. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this part of Sonic Colors. I'm sorry if you guys didn't like my my E3 talking, because I mean, sure, I wasn't necessarily talking about what was going on screen for the first couple levels we were doing, but I hope you guys are fine with that. Remember, I did post, in the last episode, I did ask the question of the Dene, the secondary one being, do you like tangents or gameplay? And no one really responded to that, so I just kind of went on with however I felt like it, and I really felt like discussing E3, and at least how I felt about it, and I felt like, hey, this is kind of a good thing, because we were just going through a couple of the generic Starlight Carnival levels. We got introduced to the Hover Wisp, and now we're here, and I kind of shut up about E3 during the boss fight and all that, so I'm glad about that. Anyways, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this part of Sonic Colors. This has been Patronics123, and remember to check out the next part of Sonic Colors, Part 7, coming soon. I'll have a lot more time to record in the near future now because of recent events, so I hope you guys, once again, enjoyed, and come back for more Sonic Colors. Alright guys, see you next time.